Yes. Now we are going to make a function that will add two numbers. This is the simplest one. First of all, we should learn this function, or we can make one another simpler function that will just print your name. Just print your name. So first of all, we will make this second one, print your name. For making a function, we must use the def statement. Def, then it comes the time of identifier, means the name of the function. So I would like to give name prname, prname, print name. Okay? And I will not provide any argument to this. This is the block starting, and then I will use print statement inside the body of this function. This is the body of function. After this semicolon, in the block of this function, we have to write the statements. Those are used to make function to work. Print hello and welcome. So whenever we will call this function, it will print hello and welcome. So here our function is ready. Let us learn three things that what this function have. This is the keyword def to define the function. This is the identifier, that is the name of the function. This is the argument list, and this function does not have any argument, so I have left these parentheses blank, and these semicolons are used to start the block of this function. And this statement print hello and welcome, this is the body of function, means this function will do this work. Means when we call this function prn name, it will print hello and welcome to the screen. So here we have made a function. Now how to use this function? This is very simple. Using a function means calling a function. We have to call this function in our program. So I am going to call this function. How to call the function? We call the function by writing the name of the function. So name of the function is prn name, and we will provide the arguments if there is any, and press enter key. See, whenever we will call the prn name, as many times it will print the same thing. Now you understand what is the use of the function. Now in second example, I am going to make one another function, and this function will add two numbers, any two numbers that you will give to the function. So I am starting. Def keyword is used to make any function. I am taking the name add no. Add no means add numbers. You can take any identifier, any name to the function, and in the argument list, now I want two numbers given by the users. So I will take them into x and y. Both should be separated by the comma, and then this prototype of the function should be completed by ending with it a semicolon. So it will start the block of the function where we have to write down the body of the function. Here I am writing the body of function. So what we want, that have to be defined here. We want that this function should display the result of addition of x and y. So I am writing here, I am taking one another variable, or even I can directly write down like, but I am doing simply c is equal to x plus y. Now you understand, whatever value will be given to the x and y will be added and it will be stored into c. Now we will print the value of c. Print sum of, you learn this in your revision class, x comma and comma, y, comma, is, comma, c. In C, the value of x plus y is there. Now the definition of function is complete. To make use of this function, as we have called the previous function, we will call it. Now see the difference between calling of these two functions. First, I am calling print name. What it will do? It will print the hello and welcome on the screen. But now see, I am calling add no. Add no, it wants two arguments. So I am giving first number 10, that will be copied to x, and second number I am giving 90, that will be copied to y. And when we will run this program, this function, it will give the result like this. Sum of 10 and 90 is 100. And it will display the result of any numbers that will pass with the arguments. Let us see one more example. Add no means number, and I am passing 4, second number I am passing 7, and I will press enter key to run this. Sum of 4 and 7 is 11. You can also pass the variables. So I am creating two variables. Let us see. A is equal to 20, B is equal to 30. Now I am calling the function add no and passing these variables a comma b. Now a have the value 20, that will be copied to the x, and the b have value 30, that will be copied to b, and the result will be this. Now you have a good idea of creating the simple functions and how to make use of these functions in our program. We can create one more function. So let us see, I'm making one more function so as you can have a clear idea about this. I'm making a function that will ask a number from the user, and that will print the table of that number, right? So we are not asking number from user, we will provide the value. So make a function. You know, for making the function, the keyword def is used. Def, I am making a function to print the table of any given number. So I will give it a name tab n, right? Table of n number, and it will require one argument. So I am giving one argument x, and then this semicolon for start the block of this function. And here we write the definition. So definition means we will multiply the x to 1, x to 2, x to 3 up to 10. So we need one another variable. So repetitive statement should be used there. For y in range 1 to 11. Why 11? Because it will run up to 10, and we will start the block of this for loop, and we will print, you know, in any table the number x should be multiplied by with 1 at first time, then second time it should be multiplied with 2, then it should be multiplied with 3. So the value of y will change in the range 1 to 10. So we will multiply x into y. So this function is ready now. So we will call this function. How to call? It is very simple to call the function. Write the name of the function. The name of the function is tab n, and we will provide any number. So Purvi, which number should we pass? I'm waiting, Purvi. Which number should we pass in this function? I think she's...
Sir,
3, of course.
4.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. I am passing 3. So what it will do, it will print the table of 3. Check it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Now I am again passing it, tab n. Yes, Nishant, which value should I pass to this?
The 13.
13. So it will print the table of 13. Now see, with this simple one function, we can print the table of any number. Suppose someone want to print the value table of 5, so we will provide 5 to this function and it will give the table of 5. Now you can understand the meaning of function. Function means that are designed to do a particular work. Here the tab n function is designed to print the table of any given number. Like a doctor. A doctor is trained to treat the diseases of persons. If any patient visits a doctor and he tells that he is suffering from some any ailment, then doctor provides medication to that person and treats that. This is the function of a doctor. Same teacher is trained to solve the problems of student in mathematics, in chemistry, in different domains. So teacher function will solve the problem of the students. In the same way, we can create any function in Python that will solve our problem that we want to do in our program. Now you see, we have made one tab n function and it can be used to print the table of any number. So that is all about the functions. And here I am stopping the recording and